posted 24 minutes ago through June 6, 2019, 4:01 a.m. Jimmy Barnes has been outspoken for most of his life. He has sung about hardship, poverty, abandonment, war, pain and suffering. Key points: Barnes has ruled out running for politics. He remains scathing about the closure of the Holden plant in Adelaide's north. The factory's fate was the inspiration behind one of the tracks from his latest album. But despite wanting to do his bit, the rock legend draws the line at the thought of running for office. "There is no chance of politics for me. I'm way too blunt. I don't think I'd get voted in," he told ABC Radio Adelaide's Ollie Clark. "I'd make a good dictator, but maybe not even then. I don't know if I'd like to live underneath me." Earlier this week, the Cold Chisel frontman made a well-received appearance on the ABC's QA program in Melbourne, where the topics ranged from the environment to Labor's unexpected electoral defeat. While the studio audience was a little more subdued than the screaming crowds Barnes has become used to, some on social media were urging him to consider a career in Canberra. "It takes a particular type of person. Unfortunately, most politicians are not that particular type of person," he told ABC Radio Adelaide. "You have to compromise and do deals to get things done, and I tend to like to do things my own way. It's easier for anybody to sit back and critique these people from a distance, but getting your hands dirty and getting in there is a different thing." Barnes, who grew up a Labour supporter and remains one, said he respected Prime Minister Scott Morrison's political approach. "He's trying to do a good job out there," Barnes said. He acknowledged that politics was a difficult business, but he feared Labour was losing touch with its working-class roots, and was critical of the party's failed election strategy. "As much as I do support Labour a lot, I think they didn't sell that message well enough," he said on QA. "There was too much talk about protecting people's rights to own multiple houses. Most people in the electorate out there that I know are struggling to pay rent. It wasn't about, getting franking credits, it was about the real issues of just trying to feed your family, and they weren't being addressed enough. That same poverty, that same abuse." Last month, Barnes released his 17th studio album. Its title track, "My Criminal Record," was inspired by his upbringing at Elizabeth in Adelaide's underprivileged northern suburbs.